Have you ever been in love and wondered if he was the one? Picture this, a young woman, me, living in the UK. I met this incredibly charming man from Germany, and we instantly clicked. Our connection was undeniable, and we quickly became friends. As time passed, our friendship blossomed into something more profound. Love. His magnetic personality, his kindness, and his unwavering support made me fall for him. But was he the one? That question lingered in my mind. I was in love, yes, but was this the man I wanted to spend the rest of my life with? Was this the man who I could trust with my heart, my dreams, my fears? And that's how it began. But how did I know he was the one? Here are my top 5 signs. The first sign was safety, both physical and emotional. Now, safety isn't about being shielded from every possible harm. It's about trust, confidence, and assurance. It's about knowing that someone has got your back, no matter what. And with him, that's exactly how I felt. It was a feeling I'd never experienced before, a kind of calm assurance that touched every fiber of my being. You see, he was this confident, assertive man, not the kind who'd shy away from taking a stand, especially when it came to matters of principle. He was protective of me, but in a positive, empowering way. He respected my space, my decisions, my individuality. Yet I knew that if I ever needed him, he would be there, standing by my side, ready to face whatever came our way. He wasn't afraid of others' opinions, as long as he knew he was doing the right thing. And that, my friends, is a rare quality. It gave me a sense of security, a feeling of being anchored in a stormy sea. I knew I could trust him, rely on him, lean on him. I knew I could give him my heart and be confident that it would be safe, that he would never break it. This feeling of safety extended beyond the physical. It was emotional too. He created a space where I could express my feelings, my fears, my dreams, my vulnerabilities, without the fear of judgment or ridicule. He listened, he understood, he empathized. He never dismissed my feelings as trivial or overblown. He validated them, respected them, and in doing so, he made me feel safe, emotionally. In every interaction, every conversation, every shared moment, I felt this sense of safety, this assurance that here was a man who would protect my heart with all he had. It was a feeling so profound, so comforting, it was almost tangible. And that, my friends, was my first sign. Feeling safe with him was my first sign that he was the one. The second sign was his selflessness. This is a trait that isn't always readily apparent, but when it shows, it shines brighter than the sun. It's a quality that's quite rare, and when you find it, you hold on to it. And that's what I did. My partner's selflessness was like a beacon. It was evident in every decision we made together. The most significant decision, where to live as a couple, was a testament to his selfless nature. He lived in Germany while I was in the UK. In a traditional setting, I would be expected to leave my home and join him. But he flipped the script, putting our future family first. He considered my career progression, knowing that moving to Germany could limit it, as I didn't speak German. However, he was fluent in both languages and could easily transition his career to the UK. This decision wasn't made lightly. He loved Germany. It was his home, his comfort, his familiar territory. But he gave it up for me, for us. We never argued about who would move. I didn't have to spend days convincing him. There were no power struggles, no egos coming into play. He understood that my career progression was as important to him as it was to me. He willingly put my needs, my career, our future family before his comfort. His selflessness was not just about big decisions. It was in the little things, too. The way he would listen to my day, the way he would make time for me, the way my happiness meant so much to him. It was in these moments that his selflessness shone through, making me realize just how special he truly is. So there it was, sign number 2, his selflessness. It wasn't about grand gestures or heroic feats. It was about putting our future family first, about sacrificing his comfort for our benefit. It was about love, pure, selfless love. His selflessness was my second sign that he was the one. The third sign was his honesty. This wasn't just about telling the truth, but about being a man of his word. You see, in a world where charming words are often thrown around like confetti at a parade, he was different. His words were not just sweet nothings whispered to make me feel good about myself. No, his words were commitments, promises that he honored with action. He backed up his words with deeds, showing me that he was not just talk. He wasn't the type to say one thing and then do another. Consistency was his trademark, and this was incredibly reassuring. His honesty was a beacon, a guide that showed me I could trust him, rely on him. It showed me that he was genuine and real. This authenticity was refreshing and comforting. His honesty was my third sign that he was the one. The fourth sign was our friendship. Our love story didn't start with a whirlwind romance or love at first sight. It began with two people who connected on a deeper level, as friends. Friendship, as they say, is the sturdy foundation upon which love can build a lasting home, and that was precisely the case for us. Our conversations were open and honest, free from pretense and judgment. We could sit and talk for hours about anything and everything, without the fear of being misunderstood or criticized. It's in these moments of unfiltered conversation that you truly get to know a person. You uncover their dreams, their fears, their quirks, and their passions. And that's exactly what happened with us. As our friendship grew, so did our understanding of each other. We learned to accept our differences, to respect each other's individuality. This mutual respect and acceptance allowed our bond to grow stronger, paving the way for a deeper connection. But friendship isn't just about understanding and acceptance. It's also about caring for each other, without any ulterior motives. And he was always there, caring for me in his own unique ways. His actions spoke louder than words, showing me that he genuinely cared about my well-being. This care wasn't conditional or tied to any expectations. It was there, even when we were just friends, even when there were no strings attached. When our friendship eventually blossomed into romance, these bonds didn't dissolve. Instead, they became stronger. Our love was built on the bedrock of our friendship, making it stronger, more resilient. We were partners in every sense of the word, sharing our lives, our dreams, and our aspirations with each other. In hindsight, our friendship was not just a phase in our relationship. It was a testament to our compatibility, our shared values, and our mutual respect for each other. It was the glue that held us together, the thread that wove our lives into a beautiful tapestry. Our friendship was my fourth sign that he was the one. The fifth and final sign was his commitment. There was a certain dedication he displayed that was impossible to overlook. Even when his calendar was brimming with work commitments, he would always carve out a slice of time just for me. Whether it was a brief 5-minute call in the middle of a hectic day or a late-night conversation to round off the day, his commitment was unwavering. He was not one to play games or lead me on. His intentions were clear and his actions echoed his words. He was transparent, an open book, and there was a certain comfort in knowing that he was not trying to project an image of a perfect man. Instead, he was simply being himself, flaws and all. He was not pretending to just be a prince charming from a fairy tale, but he was real, and that to me was more important. His commitment was my fifth and final sign that he was the one. So those are the top 5 signs that made me realize he was the one. Firstly, I felt safe with him, both physically and emotionally. His confidence and protective nature reassured me that my heart was safe in his hands. Secondly, his caring and selfless nature was evident in the decisions he made, always putting our future family first. Thirdly, his honesty and integrity shone through as he was always a man of his word, never saying things just to charm me, but backing up his words with actions. The fourth sign was the true friendship we had, an open and non-judgmental bond that allowed us to talk about anything and everything. Finally, his commitment to our relationship was clear. Despite his busy career, he made time for me, was open about his thoughts, and was not playing games. And that's how I knew he was the one. It wasn't a thunderbolt or a dramatic moment, but a series of signs that added up to one undeniable truth. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to take a moment to invite you to join our journey. If you found value in this video and want to keep discovering more insights about love, relationships, and recognizing the one, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. By hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video.